welcome to the unboxing of the Imperial Knight Warden. Okay, so we've known this is coming around for a while now. There's been rumours all over the net, so here we have it today. It's quite an exclusive because I've got it for my channel. Okay, so what are we going to do about this? Well, I think we should have a look at the box. Let's open it up and let's see what's in the inside, because I can imagine there's going to be some amazing bits and pieces. Now, obviously, just looking at this so far, obviously there is the Power Fist, there's a melter, there's a new Gatling type gun, there's a missile launcher as well, and there's a new head. And I'm hoping that there's wondrous things within this thing that are going to blow us away. So why don't we open this kit up after we've had a look at the box, that is. Okay, so the box has some new heads that we can see just there. And also, I'm noticing that we have Mechanicus symbols and we have Imperial symbols. So we've got the Imperial Eagle and the Mechanicus skull, where normally we would just have the Imperial Eagle heads on there. And we've got new helmets. New helmets again. We have half a skull, half a Skeletor, and half a helmet. So the Mechanicus are represented in that way, which is really, really nice. And I'm noticing we also have new shields, where before it used to just be a flat piece with no ridging around it. Now we have ridges around it, which is again pretty cool. So let's spin this over. What do we have? Well, within this box we have a number of exciting things. It's nice that they still do the colour coding at the bottom. We're starting to see more and more different colours being added into the different houses. This yellow one looks just awesome. I've got to say, I kind of like that idea. So it's nice to see. They're very decorative boxes. It draws the eye in straight away with the different options and loadouts that you can have. Again, we've seen this on the net, this image already on the net. With the Avenger Gatling cannon, we have a twin Icarus auto cannon, and we have our standard rapid fire battle cannon as well. So let's open this bad boy up and have a look in the inside, and I'm going to see you guys in a second. Okay guys, so let's have a look in the inside. So what have we got? We have our basic main weapon sprue with bottom of the hull section and back, battle cannon, melter, and all the other bits and pieces that normally come on this sprue, as we've seen this before, like the giant chainsword with the spare helmets. So, you know, we kind of expected that to look the same, because when GW release something that's like a rhino, we always see the same basic sprues that we normally get within the kit. Okay, so that's that one. Let's put that one to one side. Okay, now we have the leg constructions. So we have the lower legs and upper legs all connected as one. We have the feet, hips, as we can see there, and another head, and loads of little bits and pieces that will be the main leg assembly and lower half body of the main knight. And then we have the next sprue. Again, pretty much basic, just like the others. Now, we often wondered what that little hole was for in the main upper canopy, or the main canopy, or carapace that goes over the top, I should say, really. And I always wondered what it was for. So now we know. It's where you mount your missile launcher. So obviously this has been in design for quite a long time now. I think the basic kit, from what I remember, came out in 2011. Or was it 2011? 2013, I think it was. Main kit came out in 2013. So obviously this has been in the plan, and in the planning, I should say, for the number of years now, especially to release like the Warden. So it makes me think maybe there'll be other kits as well coming out very soon. Who knows? So there we have the main upper body with the side pieces to the hull and the carapace, and the bits where the shoulder pads connect on with the engines and all those bits and pieces. So we've seen these quite a few times, especially if you own a Knight's kit, you know that inside out. Here we have the new sprue. So there's 4 sprues all in all, which is kind of interesting, because normally we see like 2 to 3, 2 basically, and then we get the extra option sprue that comes out within most sets. So this one's quite exciting. We're going to have a closer look at this one in a second. Let's have a look at this, because this is the important part. This is what we're actually all here to see. So we come with 3 extra heads. Now if we spin those round, we have the 3 extra heads. We have the Mechanicus head, which is half a skull and a helmet. We have this really cool new head, which kind of looks like a knight's helmet with like chainmail hanging down, which is not, it's just a grill. And then we have like the dog face Space Marine helmet look, which fits in with the old Terminators. Now if you don't remember the old dog face Terminator, it was kind of like a shell back with a very sort of square like face like that. And that came out many years ago, when many of you were probably seeds in the loins of your parents. But the nice thing about it is there's that little homage there. Well, I like to think it's a little homage, who knows, or homage, who knows. Okay, so let's have a look what else is on here. We have our missile systems. Now if we spin those round, we can see them. It comes with 2 different versions for you can mount up. Obviously the bigger ones are going to be the heavy payload, the lighter ones are going to be the lighter payload. I don't know what they are, I haven't read it yet, so you'll just have to bear with me on that. We have a new shield, which the weapon is mounted into. Now originally we see the shield being a completely different design, more of a shield shape. This has little bits of grooves cut out of it, obviously to mount the Gatling weapon that fits in the inside. So I'm quite excited by that. Now talking about the Gatling weapon, there it is. It's now fitted with this awesome 3-piece to connect it together, and we spin that around and there's the end barrel just there. So it's nice to see that there's something there that's different from the melter and the battle cannon. Obviously this is going to cause a lot of pain to a lot of people, but it's a nice new weapon, and that's what we want. Okay, so here and here we have these 2 sections. Just here we have our 2 twin, I think, autocannons that mount on the top for anti-air, which is kind of cool, because I'm kind of also hoping that you can use these against knights as well. Having not read the rules yet, I don't know. You're seeing this as I see it, which is kind of cool. And we spin this round. Here we have the main Gatling weapon body, which is massive. To be fair, it's quite a large lump. So we also have here the weapon missile launcher body. Now, we often wondered why there was a hole, sorry, I should say, in the top of the carapace, which is just here. I couldn't figure it out. I thought it was like for a standard or something like that, which never actually came with the kit, but there was always this hole in the top. So now I know why. So the 2 pieces just slot together like so, but I can't get them in there at the moment because there's a big bit of plastic sticking out, but that's what it's for. So it's nice to see that they've been thinking about this in the way back when it first came out. So this means that this has been in the planning for a long time, which is very cool. We have our power fist just here. Now this is quite impressive in the sense that we now have more close combat weapons for our knights. For a while our knights have been subjected to close combat attacks and not really been able to fight back that well, but now we can start to turn the table and actually punch a few things. And power fists are always really cool. So it comes in a number of pieces. We have lower, upper, then we have the fingers just here. I would have liked to see jointed fingers just so we can do repose them how we want, but hey, you can't get everything. It's nice to see that there's just a power fist there for us to have and to change the layout and load up of our knights. We also have, I mean, a clever person will be able to just cut that up or change them. It's up to them. We also have the little icons here, the Mechanicus symbols just here, which if I lower them down so we can see it properly, Mechanicus symbols just here, because beforehand it was just the eagles that we had there. Now we have the option to have Mechanicus symbols on the main hull, which is really nice, and it really sort of flows and gives us the vision of it's a Mechanicus house piece now, instead of it looking like it was an Imperial piece with Mechanicus stickers all over it, which is really nice. So we also have the melter, we also have loads of little bits and pieces that are going to make this piece look very funky indeed. It comes with one base. It comes with your traditional transfer or decal sheet, which gives you all the different houses and Imperial symbols. And then we have something new, which is this. Okay guys, so here we have our instruction sheet, and it's more of a booklet if anything, which is pretty cool. Okay, so I'm going to hold this up here so we can actually see that there's 5 different options now for your knights. It's pretty cool that the fact that they give you these options, because you can actually do close combat along with range fire and all sorts of wondrous things. So let's just flick through this. Well, it's the first time that I've seen GW provide a instruction booklet on basically how to put together, which is color coded, which is really cool, which means they're starting to up the style of and presentation of their instruction sheets, making them a lot more clearer and a lot more easier to well, a lot easier to use and stuff like that. It's nice that we're given the option to mount either Eagle or Mechanicus symbols on the whole vehicle, and I'm really impressed with the layout of this. This is really well thought out. It's really well designed. And it really is a lot more detailed than the original version of the instruction sheets, which is all black and white and on paper. You know, this feels like it's a professional, you're getting quality, that's what it feels like, which is kind of weird, because I'm not used to this. No, I'm joking. So this is pretty cool because it gives you the layouts for the Crusader. I'll flick through this as quickly as possible, trying not to miss too much. But everything that you need is in here, even down to telling you what you can arm it with and giving it its stats. Now, I'm told that the new options are going to be White Dwarf only. Who knows, it may be in the new codex. I haven't seen that yet, but it does give you the options here, and it gives you in a number of languages. It's pretty cool. It also then goes into the Knight Warden and talks about what weapons the Knight Warden will have and what you can arm it with, and gives you the stats here in a number of different languages. German, definitely, maybe Spanish, who knows, I don't know. It might even be yeah, I think it is Spanish or French, one of the two. And then you can go for the Knight Gallant and check that out as well and see what options you want to give it. So all in all, this is a really cool instruction manual which has really stepped up and has changed its format, which is really nice. Now I'm hoping this is going to follow through on a number of other kits as well, that they start providing them like this. This is really nice. Again, they do a breakdown at the back, a colour-coded breakdown of all the symbols and stuff that you're going to put onto your knight, and they also do like colours as well. So if you can't decide what to paint it, you can follow the simple painting guide, and it's there for you for all the houses that they do so far, which is pretty cool. Hi guys, and welcome back. So okay, what's my initial thoughts about the Imperial Knight Warden? So look, we've looked at the kit, we've looked at the new weapon sprue that comes with it, that gives you all the upgrades to make a number of different variants. We've also looked at the really impressive and highly detailed instruction sheets, well, booklet really, to be fair, stroke tiny codex if you want. I don't know, it's totally up to you. But you know, my initial thoughts are it's 95 quid to buy. It's an impressive, I've got to say, I'm going to take my hat off to them, because they've really stepped up the detail that's now put into each box and kit itself. Now if we just purely look at this as a model kit for a start off, well, there's model kits out there that are pretty much same costing, that have half the detail in the inside. But then again, on the other side, there's model kits that are really highly detailed that are a little bit cheaper. I do like the fact that they've actually spent time now, they've listened, hopefully they've listened, to people about when it comes down to instruction sheets, and they've really put some effort into that, and that is going to help a hell of a lot of people who, especially people that are just getting into the hobby, or people that really want to take on a large kit but are intimidated by the size of it, because believe it or not, that does happen, and some people do find these kinds of kits quite intimidating. So I kind of like what they've done there, and I sort of take my hat off to them, and I love the fact that they've put in all the information that you need to build, you know, the certain type of knight that you want, from errant, paladin, warden, and upwards sort of thing, or you know, the 5 different variants. And it's got their stats in there as well, so if you're building it, you can actually go, do you know what, I kind of like the stats on this one, I'm going to aim for this. Now again, packaging is always it's always good from Games Workshop. It's always highly detailed, and it's only got better through the years, sort of thing. So you know, I kind of like the kit. Yes, it's expensive, but do you know what, if you're not really into it, you're not going to buy it, and if you really want it, you're going to find a way to get a hold of it. So I kind of like the Warden kit. I can see that I'm going to have spares that I can add on to my other knights, and there's bits and pieces in that are just gonna rock, sort of thing. Now you can repose this. I've done it in the past. Other people have done it as well. It just takes a little bit of time and effort, and you can do some really great things with these kits. So guys, I kind of like it. I know there's going to be some uproars here and there about it, especially for the costing side. You know, if GW released the sprue, just the one weapon sprue on its own, who knows? They've done it in the past with things like the Bane Blade and stuff, where you could buy separate parts for it. I can imagine it'll be about, if they did do it, it'll be around about 14 quid, I should imagine. But first of all, I've got to say, I really like it. So guys, I hope this has helped. It's a beautiful piece. Anybody that collects knights is going to want this, just for the pure fact that there's a power fist. Now come on, power fist. So guys, you be good, you be safe, and I'm going to see you very soon. Take care.